Hey guys, Cheap Comic Collector here. Thanks for joining me. Today is episode number 306, part 3 of going through this box. Box number 6 from the Comics Den Haul. It's number 6 of 13 boxes. 5 I chose, the rest I didn't. And this is one of the boxes that I didn't choose. But before we get into that, I had forgotten to do a what am I reading bit yesterday, because I was going to start including those in the regular shows, and but I remembered to do one today. We're going to check out Donald and Mickey number 22 from Gladstone. Kind of a cool gag cover there with Donald about to hit Mickey with the hammer. And this one was from number 1994. It's episode number 22, and starts off with a classic Carl Barks story of Donald Duck, explaining to Daisy how the town of Omelette got its name. And it's basically one of the 10-page Donald Duck disaster stories that Carl Barks did, where the town ends up hating him and the kids because through Donald's stupidity, basically they destroy the town. And it's quite humorous. He's an egg farmer up on the hill, and through mistakes that they made, the chickens lose their feathers. And so he piles up the feathers, but they all blow into town, and the townspeople are all patching their roofs, so the whole town gets tarred and feathered. And then he decides to save his eggs because they're waiting for the price to go up, so they've got them all barricaded up on the hill, and of course it breaks, and then the eggs all splash down into the town. So it's a typical Carl Barks gag fest. It's a lot of fun. Next up, we got Mickey Mouse reprint from Mickey Mouse Almanac. Just a quick Mickey mini story where Mickey's trying to get Minnie to break her New Year's resolution because of a bet that they have. And then the last story was a bit unusual. It's Mickey and the Sleuth, which was a series of stories that I think the studios did for the comic books, and it basically puts Mickey in a Watson role to this fella who is the sleuth. So Sherlock Holmes and Watson, you got Mickey and the sleuth, and of course the sleuth is a moron, and Mickey is the smart one. And they have a regular ongoing battle with this group of villains. I've read a couple of those over the years. And this one was actually, I guess it was reprinted from Walt Disney Showcase in 1975, but they were done in the 70s. I remember my first exposure to them was in a copy of some kind of Disney magazine that they gave away at the grocery stores when you bought, like, I don't know, soap detergent or something like that. And it had one of those stories in it. So that was my first exposure to those stories. So all in all, a pretty good issue. Carl Barks. You got some stories that most people don't see because of where they were originally printed. And so pretty cool. All reprints, but an awesome issue. And that one won't be in the sale. That's just me showing you what I'm reading. And but we'll get to some more books. Let me just grab some here. The first episode we did for box 6 was kind of lame. Not a lot of good stuff in there. Second one was quite a bit better. Still independent stuff, but some older and neater stuff like Futurians and stuff like that. Here we have Why Sleep? Take a Rest from DDP. This is number 1. And not sure what this is. Looks like some kind of dramatic story about people who don't sleep, possibly. Maybe they take pills or something, or instead of sleeping. I'm not sure. Just a guess. But it looks good. Looks like it could be interesting. And then we have Voltron, Defender of the Universe, number 3. And something called United Free Worlds, number 3. And The Purple Snit, The Twisted Tantrums of the Purple Snit by Blackthorn. This is number 1. Welcome to the first issue of The Twisted Tantrums of the Purple Snit. We hope you enjoy our Halloween special and make some new friends. The Purple Snit, his buddy the Blue Funk, and of course, Snit's pet, the Biting Wit. From 1988. I think that says it might be 86. So it's all black and white, which I appreciate black and white much more than I did when I was a kid. But I do feel that since the characters are all named after colors, that it should probably have been in color. Another Blackthorn, Laughing Gas in 3D, number 6. All right, haven't run across a 3D issue in a bit. Where are my glasses? Not seeing my 3D glasses. Wonder what I did with them. All right, well, have to check that out later. Failed Universe, number 1. Also from Blackthorn. It's got the, I assume that's planet Earth, sticking its tongue out at the mist bolt of destruction there, or whatever that is. From 1986. Starts off out in the offices of Mediocre Comics. So looks like this is gonna be a rip on the various publishers, probably Marvel. Looks like so far. Yeah, making fun of the new universe titles. The Legion of Stupid Heroes. And Instead of Psi-Force, you got Sue-Force. Army of lawyers. All right, what's next? Rare Bit Fiends. Roarin' Rick's Rare Bit Fiends number 3. Neil's back, and this time it's personal. $1994 this was published. And there's number 5. Battlestar Galactica, number 1 from Realm Press. What the heck is Realm Press? Never heard of that. Familiar with the Marvel series, and I know there's some more recent ones. Battlestar Galactica, the Law of Volad, number 1, 1997, published by Realm Press. Never heard of them. Art's pretty cool. It really actually looks quite a bit like the actors in the original Battlestar Galactica. So, nicely done. That looks pretty cool. And the Drekon Wars 0 issue from Realm Press by Chris Scalf and Richard Hatch. Now, if I remember right, Richard Hatch was the actor who actually played Apollo in the original Battlestar Galactica. I think that's correct. Yeah, there he is. So he must have wrote some sort of story for that. I remember he was involved in comics for a bit. Dark Fantasy number 1 from Apple Comics. 3 Great Terror Tales. Black and white. 1992 this is from. Art is excellent, at least on this first one. Retro Spectacle. Oh, this is cool too. Nice line work in this. And nice art on the third one as well. Nicely done, guys. And some pages in the back listing different comic series, I guess, showing their covers. So that's cool. Apple Comics number 1, The Bat number 1. He's been to hell, now he's back. Criminals can never be safe again. The Bat. I am the Bat. From 1990. All right. Interesting. James Bond, Permission to Die by Mike Grell. This was number 2. And here is number 1. So keep those together. Doomsday Squad number 6. This was the reprint series from Fantagraphics. Seen a couple of those in the first 2 episodes ago, but I think this is a different issue. Ninja High School 0 issue from Antarctic Press. Another Race Warriors number 4. New Avengers 23. Exo Man of War number 22. Exo number 24. The Invisibles number 6. Division 13 number 4. She East Wind Rain number 2. If you collect flag covers, there's one. 2 copies of that. 3 copies of that. It's a neat cover. Something called Tainted from Vertigo. This is... I don't see an issue number. Suggested for mature readers like all Vertigo. I guess it's a number 1. Maybe it's a one-shot. It's major spine ticks, though. Just... Oh, wait. No, that's because there's on this side, too. That's actually the art. I thought these were spine ticks. There is some little ones, but I thought these big things here were spine ticks. They're just... that's just part of the art that's in there. That's funny. Oh, there's a couple more, 2 more copies of that. And what's this? This is... Are you supposed to be able to read that? What the heck? Face. Yep, Face number 1 from 1995. Garbage. Vietnam Journal number 11 from Apple. Seen a couple of these before. Really detailed art. Very nice. The Invisibles. Number... Wow. Number 5. Nexus Legends, number 1 from 1989. Little bit of cover wear. Paul the Samurai from New England Comics. This is number 2. It's a Tick spin-off. The title is Some Posturing and Lots of Fighting. All right. Tsunami Girl, number 1 from Image. She'll take your breath away. Book of Death, The Fall of Harbinger, number 1. Saw that in a previous episode, but I'm not going to try and find the other one. It's buried somewhere. Ash, number 1 from Event Comics. This is different than the other Ash. The other one was The Fire Within. This is just Ash number 1. Bloodshot number 5 from Valiant. Number 7. Let's keep those together too, I guess. Wildcats number 3 from 1992, the first 4-issue miniseries. 4 copies of that. Voltron Year 1, number 4. Another Bloodshot, number 10. Rust, number 1 from Adventure Comics. And it appears to be in decent shape because it's in the bag. Maybe rusted a little. Aha! No, just kidding. 1992, number 1 of 4. Oh, it's in color. I wasn't expecting that from Adventure Comics. All right. Well, I'm not as impressed by that as I was from their black and white comics. I don't know if it's because it's the color or not, or if it's just not as impressive. Vertigo, What's Next? Great graphic novels you should be reading. John Constantine, Hellblazer, number 1 special edition. It's got a grip in the cover, right here in the middle. It's damaged quite a bit. Dead Body Road, number 2. Comics Greatest World, King Tiger from week 3. Primortals, number 15. I didn't realize they went on that long. Oh, what's this? This is much larger. This is more magazine size from Image. Ted McKeever's Mondo, number 2. So this is the regular size comic. And then this is, you can see this is quite a bit wider. Black and White, 2012. Well, he draws a good chicken. Well, it's got a Ferris wheel in it that gets points for me. Other than that, I'm not real impressed with the art. Just not my style. But he does draw a good chicken. All right, well, that's different. It's in pretty decent shape, too. I should probably try and put that in a bag, but it won't. I'll need a magazine bag for that one. I'm just going to put that off to the side so it doesn't get crushed in with all the little comics. How Toons Reignition, number 1 from Image. Yeah, that's what it says. 2014 this is from. Got some dinosaurs. And looks like they're playing with cork guns they made out of straws in the lunchroom or something. All right, that looks like it could be fun. Got kids in it. 2 copies of that. And Marvel's Greatest Copy. I can't talk today, man. Marvel's Greatest Comics, Agents of Atlas, #1. Scavengers Unleashed from Triumphant. $19.93 this is from. And this one's pretty beat up. It's got a cover's all dog-eared here, but it is there. Swords of the Swashbucklers, #9. And Federal Bureau of Psychics from Vertigo. This is #4. All right. Let's see, another copy of Stormwatch #2. I should put that off to the side. Pretty sure I could find those pretty easy. Chrononauts #3 from Image. Mark Miller, Sean Murphy. 2 friends. Danny drives the getaway car while Corbin wears a robe. They're the only dudes registered as Chrononauts. All right. Starts off with one guy giving the other guy the finger. And The Strange Talent of Luther Strode, #6 of 6, so the last issue. And things look kind of bloody in this issue. Holy cow, a lot of blood. Archer and Armstrong, #8. 2 copies of that. 2 copies of #6. Something called Sheldon the Librarian. Dwarves, Magic, Armageddon, the comic book you've been waiting for. And while this looks like it's signed, there's a whole bunch of copies here, and they all have that. And it looks... Oh, maybe it is signed, by golly. Because it's different. These are signed. Okay. Okay, obviously a humor book. Art is very unique for a comic. It almost looks like it's done with a computer, except it's a cartoon style. Maybe the coloring is done by the computer or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is #1, and it is signed. And we have quite a few signed copies. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies. They're all signed. So that's kind of cool. X-Force, #40. And I can tell that, yeah, this is an actual signature because it's different. Changes a little bit on each one. X-Force, #40. Dinosaur Rex, #1 of a 3-part series from Upshot graphics. And this is from 1987. Oh, they're racing dinosaurs. That's cool. Having a racetrack of dinosaurs. That's unique. Interesting idea. Sorry guys, having a little bit of trouble getting it back in the bag. There it goes. So I got that. We actually have 2 copies of that. And number 2 copies of that. And 1 of issue number 3. So we got a complete series. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a second copy in here somewhere of number 3. X-Force number 44. X-Force number 43 and 42. These look to be in much better shape than the issues that were earlier in the boxes. And let's see, we're right around 30 minutes. I'm going to call it there for the day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate that very much. And we'll see you tomorrow for the next part. Thanks for watching.